Good morning guys, welcome back to another episode of Breaking Down. We have the Silver HR behind me here, and today we're going to go ahead with the air intake mods. We have the Z1 Plenum and Z1 air intakes. We're going to install it, throw it on the dyno, and watch those results. So first things first, we're going to need to remove the front bumper. That's to get access to our long dual intakes, and then we'll crack onto the plenum shortly after that. Oh no. Alright, so in front of me I have the Z1 carbon fiber cold air intake kit. These ones are carb approved, which is great for you California guys. We're going to pop this one in. They're in this lovely carbon fiber. We have our new filters. We have all new hardware, silicone hoses, gaskets, everything's ready to go. So I'm going to pop this one in, remove the old MAP sensors and pop them into the nice little brackets we have here. And then we also have this ported plenum. So these are actually all recycled in and built in-house. So this was at one point a stock plenum from someone else's car, and then we take those as a core, build them, and we port them out in-house, and then they're resold and we take back your old core again. So that's exactly what's going to happen to this car. We've taken this one out of stock. We're going to take the existing one now. It's then going to get ported and built, so to speak, and yeah, going to enjoy the extra power from this ported plenum. So we're removing the throttle bodies from our stock plenum, and then we're just going to basically remove everything sort of out of the way, unbolt the plenum, lift it out, and drop the new one in. Okay, so we removed all of the silicone hoses that are connected to the stock plenum, and we've also removed the throttle bodies. Now, an easy way to see, where all the, hidden lines are is just looking at your new plenum and seeing what's connected where, and that'll give you an idea of what to remove on the stock unit. So you're not moving too much and not moving too little. So next we're going to crack onto these 12mm bolts, and yeah, we pretty much just going to pull this one off and pop the new one on. Ta-da! So taking a quick look, visually these look the same, and if you buy one of these plenums, you're probably not physically from the outside going to see a difference, but what you will is feel a difference. Now these have been hollowed out, so to speak. They've been ported, and what that means is that the plastic here, it's quite restrictive, and we actually sort of sand that down, so to speak, which allows for more air to enter inside your engine. So this here is quite restrictive. The plastic kind of builds up and it's smaller, more air equals more power. So it's a no-brainer, this mod. It works great, and if you still want to keep an OEM or sort of stealthy look, this is still a great option for you. So a quick little update. Some of engineering was walking past while we were doing this job, and they have graciously gifted us with a lower ported plenum. So we have the upper plastic one, which is a pretty simple job. This one takes a little bit more work, but definitely worth it. I think you can see gains of up to around 10 horsepower, and even more if you're boosting it. So we do sell these on Z1motorsports.com. I believe we've got a fresh stock of these. They're all CNC'd in-house, so they've really been beautifully honed out, right to spec. So if we're upgrading the top plenum, makes sense doing the bottom one as well. So we're gonna chuck this one as well. Kind of a little unexpected, a little left-sided, but hey, let's get this one thrown in and get some more power. Alright, so after a good fun time of putting on the lower plenum, we're just going ahead and putting on our top ported plenum with our lovely little Z1 logo on there, so you know it's modified. Yeah, we're going to put everything down, button it all up, make sure we haven't missed anything. There is quite a few pipes and wires and lines, so make sure you take your time in this job. This one's definitely not one to rush.
What you doing?
Alright, so we're tightening down the throttle bodies now, just checking over all of our work, making sure everything is correct. You don't want to miss something and have the car running really badly. So yeah, just triple checking our work, making sure everything's nice and tight and secure, and then we're pretty much getting ready to do the intakes next. Okay, we started putting the cold air intakes in, and now we're just doing a few little modifications which you need for the cold air intakes, like trimming some of this barb here. If you don't have the tools at home, just take it to a professional just to trim this back cleanly. But yeah, everything's starting to come along. We're getting there, and hopefully be running and driving by this afternoon. Alright, we're at the finishing touches before we put the bumper back on. Now, before we put the bumper on, I'm going to start it, make sure there's no leaks, nothing's going on. And yeah, looks like we're all done for now.
I was filming too.
Oh no. Are you on camera?
I have it on camera.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen. Alrighty guys, we just ran the Silver 370 on the dyno, and we've got some interesting results. Now today the weather is kind of muggy, so we're already at a bit of a disadvantage. Before, the weather was consistently kind of cool or chilly outside, but we're starting to get into summer and things starting to warm up, and it's a bit of a rainy and muggy day. But the good news is we've installed the upper plenum, lower plenum, and the cold air carbon fiber intakes, and we've gone from our highest number last time was 267 horsepower, stock as a rock, no mods, no nothing. With our intakes only, we've jumped from 267 to 276 wheel horsepower. So we're pretty happy with that. That's a 10 horsepower gain. That's quite impressive in my eyes. What we're seeing, interestingly enough, is that we've actually got a little bit of a loss of torque. Now, what we've got is these intakes, they're drawing in all the air, which is great, and the engine's making power. But what we're seeing now with that drop of torque is the car is actually struggling to get the air out. So clearly, next mod would be the exhaust system, which we are doing onto this one next, and then finally the tunes. So yeah guys, tune in to next time. Thank you for following along for this one, and we're really glad you guys like this series. I'm super happy and impressed how this car's turned out. And yeah, we're gonna see you next episode. Thanks for following along, guys.